What's up, everybody? I'm Feather. Welcome to well, it's not Get Feathered, but it's Feathered Leo Tarot. But my main channel is Get Feathered, and my links are in the description if you would like to check that out. I go live there quite often. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. We're going to do a love reading, see what goes on for my Leos. If you're here during the live, please thumbs up. I love all of your thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you like the vibes or if you resonate with the reading. Give me just a sec and we'll jump into it. And of course, if you're here during the live, welcome. And click that live chat button down below and interact with me wherever it pops up on your device. So for my Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, 7th House, Venus. Actually, this is all Leo all the time. So it doesn't matter where your placements are in Leo. You may feel you resonate. There may be a message for you, okay? What's going on for my Leos in love right now? Two cards. Okay. So some of my Leos, it looks like you feel like you're kind of knocked off balance here. A little bit of stagnancy in regards to love. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? Or have it in your chart pretty heavily. This one right here. Okay. So you're dealing with a situation where you more than likely are dealing with somebody with a lot of earth in their chart, or you have a lot of earth in your chart. But what this is telling me is you're pretty, well, there's a sense of dissatisfaction, okay, in regards to love. You may not be getting many offers, but I think this is a situation where maybe you've been off balance. Little bit in, little bit out, little 1 foot in, 1 foot out, little bit of wishy-washy energy here. And this is something that you dedicated a lot of time to. Of course, we're going to clarify. This is something you dedicated a lot of time to. And what I am feeling is that it's not a bad thing to this energy is really heavy. This energy is really heavy. Some of you actually may be going through or dealing with a broken heart. A sense of dissatisfaction on an emotional level. Thank you, Fred. For those of you that are new to me, Fred is our higher self, spirit, soul source here for me in my readings and in life. We've named it Fred. Make it a little bit more fun. This is something that's coming to a close, coming to an end. Okay. I think that, you finally made a decision that this wasn't working out for you, and you're ready for love. Maybe there wasn't love expressed in this situation because it really doesn't feel like it. Some of you may be dealing with a financial situation where maybe you had 2 jobs, or maybe you've been juggling your finances, and your finances don't look like, like no matter how hard I try, no matter what I do, no matter, if I have 2 jobs or not, and, my finances, they don't seem to improve. My finances don't seem to be climbing or improving here. And it's stressful on you. It's a lot of anxiety, but I do see that there is a situation here for some of you coming to a close. That was a message specifically for those that are, whatever comes through, I give you guys these messages, but what I'm seeing is somebody has been in a stressful situation in regards to finances, juggling money, trying to pay one bill and then the other and all of that. That's going to be leveling out. Okay. It's going to be coming to an end to the point where you actually have more than enough money. Your bank account's good. You're able to cover your bills with a little extra. Okay. And it starts somewhere. You're going from a 2 of Pentacles reverse to a 7. We're good. Okay. We're good. If there's been stagnancy there's going to be growth. Okay. In love, let's go ahead and get a little bit deeper into this, Leos. Give me just a sec. I want to know, I don't know what happened to my camera situation here, but it's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. I don't know what happened. Who bumped it? Okay, let's see if that'll be a little bit okay. As long as you can see the cards, it's fine, but I don't like them when they're crooked because that makes me have to look up at the monitor a lot more instead of looking at the cards and connecting. So let's get on with it. Thank you so much for being patient with me. All right, let's see. Why were you juggling? What happened here? You've made a decision in regards to love, okay? In regards to a commitment, you could have been dealing with a Taurus, okay? And again, I'm telling you, strong earth energy on this. There's a decision that you've made in regards to, some of you, it may have been a Taurus. It doesn't have to be, maybe you're a Taurus. But the energy here is like, hey, Feather, I've made a decision. I'm not going to go forward in this. Some of you could have been married to this person. There could have been commitment here, but it was in regards to commitment. And I don't see that you're moving forward in this commitment. There was a lack of love. What did I tell you? There was a lack of love. There's this, it's a heavy energy. So underneath this energy, you're dealing with a situation there that you've been back and forth with this, either in your mind or even into 3D. Maybe you've been on again, off again with this person, but it never seemed to go anywhere. It lacked pickup. There was a failure to launch, or it just wasn't moving, going anywhere. None. No loyalty, no trust. Nothing to hang a hat on. There was nothing stable there. And I think a lot of you have put so much time and effort into this that you're just like, oh. So I think you've made the decision, for the majority of you, in regards to this commitment. Maybe it was never a commitment. Maybe it was a commitment. Maybe it was even a spiritual connection where you felt a draw to this person, and there could have been a spiritual lesson here for some of you, but you're telling me here that you made a decision to end things. There's lack of movement forward. You're ending things, and you're telling me again, because I told you there's an underlying sense of dissatisfaction, or I'm not going to say regret. It's just, it's, you know, when you put so much of your damn time into a project or a person or a situation, and you're just like, I just can't do it no more. I'm tired of it. That's kind of the energy here. Excuse me. Either you lost love for it. You never got those love cups. You never shared those love cups. Yeah, this was a soul contract. That is correct. That is absolutely yes. You knew this for 100%, Leo. Leo, you knew this was 100% a soul contract. Why was? Okay. It was an on-again, off-again connection, maybe a lot of turbulence, maybe at a distance from each other, but it could have even just been a sex-only connection, something that was on again. I told you back and forth with this person how many times. Some of you, it may have been sex-only. Some of you, there may have been love. For you, most of you, it would have been love. You wanted commitment here, but either you lost the love for this, the passion, the love, or you never got on the same page with this person. And you figured it out. Clearly, excuse me. You clearly see it for what it is. Now, this was a soulmate, a spiritual connection. Yes, a strong connection. You would have felt a bond to this person. Why was this bond? Okay. It was to help you understand some sort of stability in love, and to help you balance. It was foundational. It was to help you. Okay. There could have been third-party situations involved in this. But I told you there was a sense of underlying pain. How many times did you return to this heartache and pain with this person? How many times did you return to this with this same person, on again, off again, in and out? Round and round we go, round and round we go. And you figured it out. So the good thing is, or you're figuring it out now, or you will be soon. You already know that there's a strong connection here, a strong bond. You felt like this was a soulmate, a spiritual connection. Yes, it was. And you knew this 100. And there was a sense of This person made you happy. There was happiness here. You enjoyed being with this person. Maybe you traveled with them, adventured with them. Again, sex only. So there was a passion there, a desire. But there was also an underlying sense of pain. How many times did you go through this and you just cycled back through this? Okay? You round and round. Many times. Again, you put a lot of effort into this, maybe years into this for some of you. And this was a lesson to help you learn a foundational lesson. Thank you, Fred. Give me a little bit more clarity to bridge this together for the spiritual lesson here. This was a trip. This person helped you on so many levels. Good God, there was so much main lesson here. And you got it. You got this lesson. You got this lesson. You got it. You got this lesson. Fuck, yes. Leos. This should have been a what the F reading. But this is a beautiful reading. And I'm going to tell you why. Because this was a foundational lesson, a spiritual lesson. Some of you may have thought this was a soulmate, a high power, like a twin flame or a soulmate. You felt that connection. You knew that there was a bond there. Yes, this could have been a past life soulmate for some of you. Regardless of what you label it, there was a spiritual connection. There was a very strong pull to this person. But this was a lesson for you to learn so many things. This was a person, a teacher. This was a spiritual teacher. Even though they may not have been a spiritual guru, this was an individual that was here not as a love, not to share love cups and not to be in a relationship with, although this could have been a friend or friends with benefits, somebody that you hung out with. This was a soul bond to teach you so many things. This person could have triggered your spiritual awakening. And that's what kept you coming back. Because once you learned a lesson or bounced off of each other so many times, you learned some lessons along the way. And this is a person that you probably spent years, months, or many years attempting this, to get this off the ground with this person. It never seemed to work. Never seemed to get there. You couldn't get there because this person was a spiritual teacher for you. Congratulations. Namaste. Thank you for your teachings, because this person helped you learn how to rebuild yourself, how to balance your emotions, how to actually love 100%. And this, as crazy as this sounds, it was a lesson. One of these lessons for some of you was to fill you up with love and to help you feel love to a degree, and then get disappointed by it, but still remain balanced emotionally. Gosh, yes, that totally 100% resonated here. So for some of you, it was this person, you loved this person, you love this person. That's why there's so much heartache here. There's been how many rounds of heartache? Thank you, Fred. How many rounds of heartache did you go through with this person? You tried, and you gave it your all. You put your all and all of your heart into this person. Big time love. This was to help you open up to love and express love on such a large level, and to basically expand and stretch your heart space so that you could balance your own emotions. This is a damn good reading. I am, oh. This was a person who, I'm not going to say they did not love you. They did. They may never have expressed it. And it's that that drove you crazy, a little insane sometimes, but you had to learn this lesson. How to love someone and let them go and still remain balanced and not lose your shit, not lose your composure. I'm sure in the beginning you needed that, or you had that fallout and you cried a lot and you missed this person, you cried a lot and then you got back together or whatever. But over time, it leveled out for you. So now you know what it's like to love someone so deeply and to be able to release them and forgive them and love them at the same time. It's called unconditional love. To love yourself, to love this person, and to let them go for your best good, your best and highest good. You can love someone all day long and very, very deeply. But if you lack that love for yourself, you're going to stay connected to people that that are toxic for you. And this isn't, I'm not seeing toxicity here. This was a spiritual teacher. I'm not saying that they didn't in the 3D show up in toxic ways, but I'm talking to Leos that connected to it was a spiritual connection. You may have been married to this person in past lives or spiritually bonded to this person in past lives. You recognized each other as soon as you met. And this would have been years ago. This has been on again, off again for a while, for a long time, for some of you. Long time coming. And this was to help you learn how to rebuild yourself, rebuild your emotions so that you could love someone so much and them not accept the love. Okay? Not desire it. Not give it or return it back. Not create that environment of love, but you still stand strong within your own love, knowing I love this person and I'm going to do what I can to try and make this work. But you have to learn a lesson here. The lesson here is to be able to love someone 100%, to know how to create an environment of love, and to know how to love oneself more than another person. This is to fulfill your own cups. This person was a teacher, because you're telling me in the beginning, you've been back and forth. This never went anywhere. You've gotten tired of this. I knew that there was a sense of heartache and heartbreak underneath all of this. Energetically, I felt it. You've put a lot of effort into this. You've invested a lot into this person, into this connection. But you are making a choice to end this. Because you've been around and around in this cycle, on and off again, around and around, on repeat, some of you for years, and you finally decided to end this cycle of pain. Because you are balanced, you are strong within self, with source. You know what teamwork is. You know that you desire somebody to be a team player and to work with you in a connection while still remaining balanced on an emotional level. Okay? And this is something that you had to see. This is something that you had to learn. You had to learn how to love. Learn how to love yourself and to go deep. This was somebody that would have triggered your spiritual awakening here. Okay? Because here's your intuition card. But this would have been a very, I'm going to say this is an epiphany for some of you. You had this epiphany, or you realized that, there's nothing here. I think some of you knew intuitively that you had to end this, that you had to bring the tower down on this, whatever this was, for your best and highest good, in order for you to balance your emotions, in order for you to get a true love connection, you needed to balance your emotions and know your self-worth. So I think your intuition, because this has been a spiritual journey for you, your lesson here has been learned. And I could cry right now. I really could. And I don't like it. But if you're resonating with this, you pulled the tower down, or you will be, to end this connection, because you're done with the cycles of pain. And it's not because you're reacting or responding from a place of misery or pain or lack or revenge or any of that bullshit. No, it's like, you know what? I love this person, but this person isn't on my level here. They're not on my level. We're not sharing the same love cups. We don't even talk about love, or this has gone on too long, and it's not coming into play. There is a major love here. This person committed their soul journey to assisting you in elevating in this life. That's pretty damn awesome. That's pretty awesome. They triggered your spiritual awakening, and you know it. And you listened. You finally heard your intuition, and your intuition said, "This is over. Pull the tower down. End it." And you are. So that you can balance your own emotional state, because you're tired of the tug of war. You're tired of the conflict, the contrast, and all of the confusion. You're done. Because you want harmony in your life. You want a harmonious love cup situation. You want a soulmate situation. This is what you're wanting. This person wasn't able to give it to you. This person was just meant to be a teacher for you. Oh, God, this is beautiful. So you followed your intuition. You're pulling down you're ending this. You're ending this cycle of pain. You're ending this. You're bringing down the tower so that you can heal finally. So you can balance your own emotions here, while still carrying love for this person, but carrying more love for yourself, because you desire something specific here. And this is what's called self-love and self-worth. You've learned those lessons from this person. I don't even know what else to say. I think that's it. That's it. I just... A message for Leos. Major life lessons that take you, male or female, it doesn't matter. This person, this person was here to teach you a lesson. And you know that you weren't on the same page, although you may have had a lot of fun with each other, But it just never went to the next level. Yeah. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. So the universe wants you to remember here, for those of you that are dealing with heartache right now, and this sounds very familiar to you, I want you to really think about the lesson that you learned from this person, because if you're angry and you're mad and you're resentful and you're pissed off, you're allowed to be. But I don't know if you've learned those lessons yet. But this person is meant to teach you these lessons. You're meant to come into your own awareness, your own emotional balance, peace and harmony, loving and understanding that we can be loving individuals and love one another, but not be in a relationship together. We can love friends and family and others. We can be happy with people and love them. We don't have to be in a relationship or a marriage to love someone. But what is most important is that we love them and we appreciate them for the lessons that they taught us. Make sure that you're learning those lessons moving forward, because it's all about love. It's universal love here. This person was brought to you by the universe as a spiritual guide, a spiritual teacher. Even though they may not look like it, underneath the 3D skin suit, they are a soul, and that soul resonated 100 with you, and you felt it, you knew it, you vibed You felt it. You knew it. And the lesson here was, are you going to finally get the lesson? I'm going to keep going around in this circle with you until you get this lesson. I'm going to go around with you. My soul and I are going to go around with you until you figure it out. And once you figure it out, then we may go our separate ways. But you got to be the one to separate yourself from this person, because you have to learn these lessons first. This is pretty damn intense, Leo. Self-love. Love yourself enough to break free from things that aren't your vibe anymore, that don't feel good to you. Pay attention to that shit. I love you all. Them's the words, them's the messages. All of my information is in the description box below. I hope to see you live on my Get Feathered channel here on YouTube very soon. This was a very intense message, but it was all about love. It was nothing but love. There was always love there. This person may not have ever expressed it, but their soul 100% loves you and wanted you to learn some big lessons in life. So love this person enough within yourself, because you learned how to listen to your intuition. What feels good, what doesn't, what you want and what you desire, what teamwork is, and what solid commitments mean to you. Those are things that you're learning here with this person. You learned so many you learned so many lessons from this person over time. What is teamwork? What is solid? What is friendship? What is support? What is love? What is love of self? What is my intuition telling me? How does it feel when I don't get what I want? How does it feel when I want to be in something and someone else doesn't? How do I approach that? How do I deal with that? And then how do I balance myself emotionally and move forward? Still carrying my love of self, carrying my love for them, and self-worth. It's called adulting, and it's called growing up, and it's called awakening, and it's called learning. And this person taught you so much, even though they didn't go out of it. They didn't know they were doing it, but their soul knew it. Namaste.